Greetings, friends. It's me, Wayman, and I decided to take on the Holy Text Challenge Plus bonus and cast my pearls among the swine. And I have handicapped myself with the drink of Dionysus, and hopefully, one person after me doing this will appreciate literature just a little bit more and maybe pursue the path of virtue, whatever that might be. And I hope to slay the wretch of ignorance. And as Menelaus stepped onto the battlefield to fight Paris one-on-one, I hope that some goddess doesn't release the strap on his helmet as I'm dragging him across the field and throwing him. I'm surprised that the person of this video who made the video, the Holy Text Challenge Plus bonus, was even able to pronounce the word Tanakh. And I apologize to the Jewish community for casting their pearls among the swine. So, I guess the challenge is to name 5 positive things and 5 negative things about a verse in the Tanakh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to try to do that handicapped, because I feel that my handicapped with the drink of Dionysus isn't at all as terrible as the handicapped of ignorance. Because, friends, I can get sober, and tomorrow I'll be fine. But I hope that, whether by some deity or inspiration, I might be able to make this into a positive thing. And Burkane Jr., you can keep your bonus, because I already have the bonuses right back there, friends. A shelf full of books and the stuff that I've memorized. So here it is, Psalm 23, and I'll try to do this to the best of my ability. And again, so getting on with it. Mizmor la David, Adonai, Roi lo Asar. The Lord shepherds shall not want. Lo Asar shall not want. Benot Deshe, Yarbasani, Elme, Menuhot, Yana Haleni. He makes me to lie down in sprouting green pastures, and leads me and takes me beside the sparkling waters. Nafshi Yeshovav, Yana, Yahani, Vamagile Sedek, Laman Shemo. He restores my soul and leads me in paths of righteousness. Narrow paths of virtue. If I was a Greek reading this, narrow paths of virtue for his name's sake, because the divine doesn't want to look foolish. Gamki Elek Bige Samavat Lo Salmavat Lo Ira Raki Ata Emide Shivatka Umshi Antaka Hama Yana Hamani. Though I walk through the valley of the death shadow, in Greek, the underworld, Hades, though I walk through the death shadow, I won't fear evil, for your rod and your staff, your rules and your chastisement, they comfort me. Your rules of virtue and your staff of comfort, and your staff of chastisement will comfort me. The narrow paths. So, friends, death, and like if you read the Greek play by Euripides, Alcesta, and the conversation that Apollo has with death, death is always there with you, friends. When you jump up and down, death jumps up and down. When you walk back and forth, death walks back and forth. And it knows their time. And it's always punctual. And it will never be late. Ta'arak, lafine, shumuha neged, tesore, dishanata, vashaman, roshi, kosive, ravaya. Thou preparest a table before me in full view of my enemies. You put oil on my head, and my cup that I hold, and my portion overflows. Octo vahasid yerdifuni kalyime heye vashavite bavayat Adonai laorak yamayim. Surely good things and mercy is a virtue. It is showing you, old man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you but to do mercy. You shall follow me in all the days of my life. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Dwelling in verse, dwelling in metaphor, and dwelling in virtue. So here are 6 verses. So the good things about this are: virtue leads you in paths of righteousness. Virtue will not allow you to fear evil in the time of death, and when the death is near to collect its due. Virtue prepares a table in the presence of your enemy on the battlefield of life. And virtue and mercy will follow you all the days of your life. Most beautiful. So the 5 bad things. The 5 bad things about this is people do not understand the cultural context of the writings, and a lot of times this is misunderstood, whether in New Testament context or modern context. I never asked, what did the Hebrews think about this? Number 2, people don't understand how metaphor affects philosophy and affects psychology and the important role it plays in societies. Number 3, people don't understand the magnitude that literature has on the human mind. And I probably already listed that when I was talking about the metaphor. But a lot of times, the unknown is feared. But through virtue, the unknown is not feared. And the bad part about this is that, fourthly, literature at times is taken out of context. I know that's an apologist view, but without reading it in light of ancient Near Eastern literature and seeing it with the Hebrew context in the background, this was thrown among the swines, as I said at the start of this video. Number 5, the bad part about this text, is that people only think about this when they're involved in a plane crash. So if a plane is going down and the video is rolling, people would be quoting this as I have quoted it. Maybe not. Maybe they'll be quoting it much better. But, so, keep the prize. I have the literature. It's in my mind, and I dwell on it day and night. Take care, friends. And remember, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking